Hi everyone. So I'm going to explain to you the document that I sent you titled Performance Evaluation. So it's basically a document that I did based on the multiple choice sections of your personal progress checks in AP Classroom. So I went to all of the personal progress checks, each unit, and I checked out how well you did and how you could have improved and things like that. And I wrote all of the units that you should work on in this Excel document, and I'm going to show you how you should interpret this document. So let's say that this is student, a hypothetical student Pepito. First, remember that you did that Google form as a self-diagnosis of how you're doing in FRQs. I'm just summarizing a little bit what you wrote. So self-diagnosed struggle, what you struggle in FRQs. This person, for example, struggles with understanding data and what is being asked in the question. Self-diagnosed hardest topic. I also asked you what is the hardest topic in AP Bio, and I wrote what you wrote. So this person would be gene expression and regulation, mitosis and meiosis. Okay. Then all of these different units are based once more in the multiple choice section of the personal progress check. So unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6. I did not include any more units, of course, because they're not going to be included in your final exam. So first, let's start off with colors, okay? If you have a writing in red, that means that you did I don't want to say very badly, but fairly badly, okay? In this unit, and these units are the ones that you should definitely prioritize because based on what I saw in the multiple choice questions, you need a little bit of help, okay? If it is not in red, it is in black, that means that you did okay in that unit. You should still prioritize that unit, maybe after the units in red. If you have nothing written in that unit, means that you did really good in that unit, at least in the multiple choice section. You did super well, so I didn't write anything there. If you have a did not complete, means that I had nothing to evaluate because you did not complete the multiple choice section of that unit. And if you have a little X, it's kind of like a little bit better than when it's written in black. It's a little bit better. You did a little bit better than what I would do, what I would write if it's written in black, but it's not as good as your best units. So this you could just keep in the back of your mind that it's something that you need to review. Besides that, I have also written down all of the units you need to review. This is a little bit counterintuitive, and I'm so sorry I did it this way. It was just a bit easier for me to do it this way in some cases, and I regretted it immediately, but I was almost done by the time I regretted it. So what this means is that in Unit 4, the units that you need to, you need to review all units except for 4.1, 4.3, 4.5, 4.6, and 4.7. Right. These 4.1, 4.3, 4.5, and etc. These are the units you did well in. Okay, these are the subunits you did well in. They're the ones that you got a good grade in. Okay, all of the other units you got a bad grade in. Why was this easier for me to do? Because there were certain units where you need to review pretty much everything except for one little subunit. In this case, this person did pretty well in most units in 4.1, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, the units that this person is not doing well in and needs to put a lot of their attention in is 4.2, 4.8, okay? So these are the ones that you do not need to put that much attention to. The ones that are not written down here are the ones that you need to put attention to. So where do you actually find these subunits? Remember, every single hyperdoc that I have made for you guys to study for your final exams of each unit, all of them are organized by 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. They're organized like that. So you can find the units I'm talking about by going into those hyperdocs. So when you're studying for Unit 4, you go into the Unit 4 hyperdoc, okay, the hyperdoc to study from, and you find the units you need to put a little bit of special attention to. So if that makes sense, if it doesn't make sense, please write me a email or something, and hopefully you can use this to kind of pinpoint exactly where you should be putting more attention. That does not mean that you should not be reviewing for Unit 3. But that does mean that you should be reviewing for Unit 5 and 6 a little bit more. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense.